Good day, Mama Rowena Angwas. I am Crystal May Anglo. Together with my two members, we will be presenting our research paper entitled Globalization in the 20th Century Opportunity and Challenges. First of all, I am going to introduce the background of our study. The globalization in the 20th century was a sea change in how nations, their economies, and cultures interacted with one another. While globalization created a lot of opportunities, economic growth, cultural exchange, or technological development, it is also provided at the same time serious challenges, such as economic inequality, cultural homogenization, labor exploitation, and environmental degradation. Even though globalization has been in many discussions, understanding its opportunities and challenges that shape the societies during the 20th century is still needed. The research will contribute to assessing such impacts with a view to arriving at a clearer and more balanced and understanding globalization in this era. The main the statement of the problem will be what opportunities did globalization bring in the 20th century? What major challenges which arose due to globalization in the 20th century? And in what ways did globalization affect the economic, cultural, and societal factors of the societies during this period of time? So the main objectives of this research paper is to determine the most significant opportunities presented by globalization in the 20th century. Identify the key problems that have been faced due to globalization. The last one is to examine the impact of globalization in economic, cultural, and societal growth.
Good day, Ma'am Rowena Angwas. I'm Aliajo Molia, and now let's talk about the significance of the study. So, the findings of the study will benefit the following. Number one is the students. This will broaden their understanding of the process of globalization and how this has happened over the years. Second is the teachers. It can be used as resources, texts for global history lessons. Third is the researchers. It may serve as the basis of further studies in the area of globalization. And lastly is the community and society, an awareness of the strengths and weaknesses of globalization. Next is the scope and delimitation. This research highlights of globalization in the 20th century. It considers the economic, cultural, and social aspects of this phenomenon. Since this research aimed at presenting a thorough overview of globalization, this study relied exclusively on research secondary sources of information such as books, journals, and publications. It did not discuss any development in the 21st century, as it did not conduct primary research. Next is the review of related literature, or the RRL. Number one is the economic globalization. Research has shown that globalization led to the increased trade and industrialization of the world, but also resulted in the widening of the disparity and economic equality among countries. Second is the cultural globalization. According to scholars, globalization encouraged cultural globalization while posing a threat to cultures. Third is the technological advancement. Technological advancements led to advancements in global connections and productivity. Fourth is the social effects. There has been a noticeable improvement in the standard of living along with problems of exploitation at the workplace. Synthesis: the literature reviewed that the process of globalization in the 20th century had its impact on both positive and negative aspects. Although it encouraged growth, it also generated disparities. This literature will be extended in the study as it will provide a balanced view of opportunities along with challenges.
I am Isabel P. Otaza and I will present the research design and methodology of our study. Research design. The study had used a descriptive research design. The research design entailed the study of literature concerning the issue of globalization in the 20th century. Next is the respondent and participants. Since this is a library-based research, there are no direct participants involved in this study. Sources of literature are composed of books, journals, and academic papers. Sampling technique is purposive sampling of related literature. Next is the data gathering procedure. First is the selection of research topic. Second is the gathering literature related to the topic from books and academic websites. Third is the unification and analysis of acquired information. Fourth is the documentation and synthesis of the information. Next is the research instrument. Document analysis checklist, guidelines for note taking and analyzing contents validation shall be ensured by the use of credible sources. Next is the data analysis. Data analysis will be done through the use of thematic analysis, where information will be categorized into opportunities and challenges presented by the globalization. That's all. Thank you.